Mark Rogers TV, always talking college football. Well, almost always talking college football. I'd like to speak just as a fan, as a baseball fan today, because just a few minutes ago I found out that Chief Wahoo, which has been the logo, whether primary or secondary for the Cleveland Indians for pretty much forever in various forms, is going to be banished starting in 2019. Not part of any of the merchandise or the uniforms, starting in 2019. So I'm a lifelong Cleveland Indians fan, meaning for 40 years I've been an Indians fan, not just for the contenders, but for the 100 lost teams. It doesn't change my loyalty or my engagement in the team. Love the Indians. Okay, I love Chief Wahoo. I just think it's the most unique and best logo in sports. It's just a logo, but I'm going to miss it. And I was rather opinionated and voiced a number of concerns, or just basically my opinion that I would love to see the logo stay. I thought it was a bad move by the Indians. And I do understand the other side. Do I fully understand it? Of course not. I'm not a Native American, so I in no way pretend to understand their side of this issue. So they have voiced their opinion, they have voiced their concern, and they have ultimately won because the Indians obviously made this move for that very reason, for the political reason, as pressured by the commissioner's office and Major League Baseball. So one aspect of this bothers me in that if this is so important, and their conviction is so strong, then why wouldn't they remove this immediately? If this is so offensive and such an issue, I would think anything that's that important should be addressed immediately. Also, again, as a lifelong Indians fan, love the logo, just think it's great. Don't understand completely the other side of it. And I get offended by things I see all the time. Whether it pertains to my faith or pertains to my race or something else that I'm affiliated with, I see things all over the place that I'm offended by. I either choose to speak up and address that issue if I believe it's important, or I just live with being offended and it's not that big a deal. I wish a lot of people in life would maybe adhere to that a little bit more. There are certainly things to fight for. Definitely, there are issues and causes to fight for. And I certainly have in the past and will continue in the future. But I see things all over the place. And we have become a nation that's offended by just about everything. And we have also become a nation, and this is played out through our organizations that succumb to public pressure, political pressure. I don't think in any way do the Cleveland Indians believe any differently. Maybe particular individuals within the organization feel convicted about this, but as a whole, does this organization really believe in this cause? No, they don't, or they would have done it themselves a long time ago. Of course, the organization is just basically making a business decision that is fueled by peer pressure, political pressure, business pressure, and it's all about making money in the end. So let's not ever be fooled into thinking. Now, there are individuals who believe in causes for the right reasons, but when we see sports organizations and teams, and we see other organizations taking stands, whether it had to do with the national anthem and the stance for the flag one way or the other, and that would be the most recent example. Let's not kid ourselves into thinking that sports organizations do anything except to help themselves, and that means popularity, which translates to the bottom line. That's why they make moves. They're not making any kind of stand based on their beliefs, their values, their convictions. That's the way it works for all sorts of industries out there, advertisers and the like. So just my thoughts on the Chief Wahoo controversy. No longer a part of the Cleveland Indians uniform or merchandise starting in 2019. Chief Wahoo, you will always be part of the Cleveland Indians for me, and you will be missed.